Oh,
Hey,
hello.
welcome to OLEP.
Welcome to. Oh, god damn it! I fucked it up. There we
It's
go.
been a while since we've heard that.
I clicked on the wrong scene.
Oh, Shane in the chat. Hey, what up, man? What's up,
Hey, what's
boys?
going on, Shane?
Well, that's perfect. Shane's here. Then I can jump right into my beautiful Clask trophy because I am a Clask champion now. Shane is one of the losers from the bout that we had last week. For those who don't know,
You see him in the chat. Don't you do it?
For those who don't know, Clask is this, like, you could call it a board game, I guess. It's like a little wooden board, and you have these like magnetic sticks that you hold under the board, and you have like a little pawn on top of it that you can like move around. And basically, you sit across from each other, and there's a ball that you like shoot back and forth, like Pong style. And for a goal, there are like holes on each side. And so you're just trying to like score on each other, and you can only move on your half of the field, and you're just trying to bounce the ball around. But there are also three magnets set in the middle of the field. And
Mhm.
if your pawn gets too close to the magnet, it'll stick to the pawn. If you get two pawns on you, then you lose. Um, and you have to get like 6 points or whatever to win. Um, it's really intense. This is what it looks like, basically. This is Shane's beautiful rendition in the form of a trophy. Highly recommend it. Very fun. I'm the best at it. Shane's never going to beat me.
Hold on. Did Shane make that?
He made this. Yeah, he made this little perler.
Dude, Shane, that thing is fucking sweet.
The yellow ball getting bounced into the Clask
Oh,
zone over
okay.
here.
Okay, yeah, I see. So it's kind of like it's a weird version of air hockey. Is that
Yeah,
what that's
yeah,
what you
that's a good
said?
way to
Yeah.
put it. Yeah.
Yeah. Very similar to air hockey. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. Like we were talking about before the show, I was like, did he what the fuck is this?
Oh yeah,
Like
I
I
posted on
saw the
Facebook.
Facebook post.
I made this
Yeah.
big Facebook post like, first day as the champion. I don't know. I just made it sound like a big deal when it really wasn't at
Yeah.
all. It was like me, Shane, and two other people playing this game one time one night.
Yeah, well, like I was saying, I legit thought you went down to like Dungeons End and like won some big tournament.
Yeah,
I was like, Justin does so many things I don't know about. Like,
got a lot of
like he
hobbies, man.
it just like you're such a mysterious man sometimes
Mhm.
with some of the stuff I see you talking about. I'd be like, what? He does that?
Oh yeah, I do it all.
So yeah. So yeah, no, it was just super interesting. Um, but yeah, I don't know, dude, that was weird. All right, so a little I guess housekeeping up front. Uh this stream is being brought to you by COVID Central because I have the COVID. And so I am in my quarantine room, which is also my game room. And if I
Good
cough
call.
during the stream, I apologize. I'm going to try and mute myself. But as you can see, it's just me and Justin tonight. And I already talk a lot, so I may end up talking more, because
A lot of
that's kind of how
talking, a
that,
lot of
yeah.
coughing.
Yeah. So yeah, so just gonna throw that out there. Apologize in advance any coughing that I do directly into this mic, and hopefully no phlegm comes with it because that shit is fucking been gross the
Yeah,
past few days.
the COVID's
So
getting real
yeah,
wavy again. I know
yeah,
two other people besides you that I talk to regularly who are down with the COVID right now.
yeah, yeah. I mean, so I was actually reading. So there's this fancy football analyst that I follow on Twitter, but his day job is he's a hospital. He works at a hospital, and he said that like 60 to 70% of the people in the hospital come in with COVID, right? Because they have to test you, right? Even if that's what you're not there for, they're required to test you, kind of thing. So it's just like you're being exposed to COVID, whether you like it or not, vaxxed, unvaxxed, whatever. Like at this point, everybody's got that shit. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time before literally everybody gets it, and hopefully, you just deal with it really well. It hasn't been bad for me. I had a fever on Tuesday, and that was the worst of it. Other than that, I've just had a fucking cough. And
Hasn't been bad for you until you're drinking that bang.
oh my god, yeah, ho! So this is funny. I drink bangs way more than I should. I'm a bangaholic, right? Uh, and and I have a work laptop with me, right? So I'm working earlier. I'm just typing away. I'm doing some really tedious nonsense. So I'm mindlessly drinking a Star Spangled Banner bang. When suddenly I took a sip of it and I went, "What is that?" And I'm looking at the can and I took another sip and then I smelled it and I was like, "Why does this taste and smell exactly like barf?" Like just straight
uh,
up puke in a can.
no.
And it didn't like I didn't like immediately like start gagging or anything. I didn't start gagging at all. I was because I knew that's not what it was. I've drank like 1,000 of these fucking cans, right? Like
Brain, you don't know what
I
you're doing.
yeah, so I was just like, "What?" And so I set it to the side. I had called my wife and I was like, "Hey, come down here real quick." And she, opened the door and I just kind of handed her the can, still trying to keep my distance and all that stuff. I'm like, "Just smell that for me. Like, don't taste it, just smell it." And she's like, "It smells like Star Spangled Banner." I was like, "No, the COVID got me. Like,
Mm.
I can't taste or smell. Oh my god. Like, I can. Like, this tastes normal, right? This is like one of those, fruit punch waters. Tastes fine. This bang tasted fine. My chocolate pancakes I had for dinner tasted fine. It's just like this specific bang. I was like, I don't.
It's
All
just
right.
the taste of America. Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it can be a little weird sometimes. It can be a little barfy. Maybe that one can came from Florida. You never know.
Oh man.
So, no offense to people in Florida, but y'all motherfuckers are weird. So,
That is so strange that it's just like that particular
right,
flavor, I guess.
right. It's super weird. Like, I've had like cough drops and stuff too. I had cough drops in there. Nothing. I haven't had this issue with anything. So it's just it was just weird that it
Shane
came
in the
out of nowhere.
chat, Florida can strikes again.
Yeah.
Another story of Florida can.
Yeah. So I don't know. Very, very weird, I guess you could say. But for me personally, COVID hasn't been that bad. Nobody else in my family has gotten it outside of me. Um,
That's good.
my kids and my wife had a little bit of a fever, right? Well, my kid, my oldest. But other than that, they've been fine. Nothing like what I went through on Tuesday kind of thing. So,
Hmm.
yeah, just being isolated and not playing as many video games as I would have liked. Um,
Why not?
you know, I've been working. They
Oh.
sent me home with a fucking work laptop. So, and we're in a little bit of a transition too, where my old supervisor's getting ready to leave, and my new supervisor, who I've actually with before, is coming in. So, like, he's calling me, asking me questions because my old supervisor had to go home too, along with me because the way the CDC guidelines are now, if you're 5 months away from your vaccination and you haven't had your booster, you have to go quarantine at your house.
Oh, okay.
That's the guidelines now. But my new supervisor that I've worked with before just had COVID 2 weeks ago. So, like, he doesn't have to go home because he's got the immunity technically, you know what I mean? So
Mm.
it's a bunch of fucking convoluted nonsense
Yeah,
with the
it's
COVID
very
protocols and
messy.
stuff. So, yeah, it just created issues at work. So I got my new supervisor calling me just like, "Hey, what is this? What is this? Blah, blah, blah." You know what I mean? So I've
Hmm.
basically still been working. I just get to wear my sweatshirt and pants, sweatpants instead of, getting in the uniform and stuff. So,
Right.
I mean, could be worse, right?
Yep,
Could be way worse. So,
definitely. I just finally got my booster shot a couple days ago.
did you?
Yeah. It
Any adverse effects actually?
no, just some bruising where I got stabbed and
Right.
that was it. I didn't have
So what
any sickness or anything.
not
I'm
like
not
the first
magnetic.
couple. Oh, that's good.
Hmm.
So it's not like it wasn't like the first couple or
No, the
whatever.
first couple I definitely felt like quite weary, like fatigued.
Right.
I didn't have anything like that for the booster.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I mean,
Hmm.
honestly, it reminds me a lot. I had to get the anthrax shot for being in the military, and it's like a 4 to 6 series shot. Like I
Oh,
just finished getting shots for it like in 2018, I think.
jeez.
Yeah, I was getting them all the way from like 2011 to 2018. I got them forever, and man, those things would make my arm hurt like a bitch and make me
Mm.
super tired. Like I hated getting the anthrax shots. So
Yeah, that sounds gnarly, dude.
yeah, fucking sucked. So, anyways, now that I've gone on my little tangent, let's have a quick moment of silence for the Xbox 360 servers that closed for Halo 3 and
Oh,
Halo Reach and Halo 3 ODST yesterday.
damn, they were good.
Yeah, yeah, you know, it was good times. I heard a lot of good like stories coming out of that too. Like people were getting on there and getting like multiplayer achievements and stuff that you can only get on those games or whatever. I guess you can't get them in
Hmm.
an MCC type thing.
Oh,
They're like
sure.
helping each other out, get that, or they were just like chilling out, like talking in lobbies
Hmm.
and game lobbies and stuff. And I was like, what? I was
Right,
like,
because they're like post game lobbies back
yeah.
then.
Yeah. Well, even in the game lobbies, like they weren't even like playing. They're just in there like shooting the shit. And
Hmm.
I was just like, it's nice to see video games or whatever that bring people together like that or whatever. Because same things happened like when Star Wars Galaxy servers were getting ready to go down and stuff like that or whatever. So um
Yeah, it's a
so
real
it was good to hear.
community aspect to it.
Right.
Beautiful.
So yeah, it just makes me upset. Hey, let's transfer over those fucking achievements to the MCC, eh? You know what I mean? Don't just
All
leave
those
them forever in the
achievements I got.
Xbox. Yeah, let's just not leave them in the Xbox 360 era. Okay, you still got the games out there. People still play them. You know, as you would say, play MCC instead of Infinite until they fucking fix it. Eh?
Oh yeah, you read my review, huh?
Yeah, yeah, I did read
Oh
your
man,
review.
I was feeling salty after I was playing some Infinite earlier today. I was playing some ranked and s- you know, bullshit problems. Getting meleeed from a mile away, trying to melee someone from like a foot away and not lunging
I
at them
know.
or whatever.
I fucking yeah. I hate. I. That's one of my more frustrating things too. Is the lunge mechanic is not doesn't seem to be consistent
No,
all the time, which just sucks. So
yeah, giving it a break.
yeah, that's all right. Nothing wrong with that.
Hmm.
You know what? We could have worse problems though. You know, we could spend $3.5 million on fake Pokemon cards.
Dude. Cody, I'm glad this isn't you. This is could have been you in like a worst case scenario.
Oh, 100%. You know, because I'm sure we all know of me by now that like when I first get into something, I'm like all in for like a good few days. Like I'm like 100%. I'm all about it, and that starts to taper off a little bit, right? If I had $3.5 million and I thought them cards were real, and it was the first few days, I might have been all
Jumped
in.
on it, yeah.
Yeah,
Just like
man.
Logan Paul did.
Yeah.
Turns out bunch of GI Joe cards. Rip.
How don't you $3.5 million? How don't you have that shit verified by
Well,
anybody?
here's what happened. It was the box was so I believe Logan Paul got it from another person who bought it for like 2.7 mil, and it was
Mhm.
verified by this like baseball card collectors company who regularly like
Mm,
verifies these kinds of products.
mhm.
So I think Logan Paul is like bringing it back to that company and like trying to figure something out. I don't know if it's going to be some legal action or what, but
I would ask for a refund. If that's the case, right? If that's true, I'd be like,
well,
"You verified this," which then preceded the purchase, right? Because if they would have said, "No, this is fake," or whatever, then obviously you never would have bought it. You know what I mean?
hmm
That's a huge reputation hit,
yeah,
honestly.
no, for real, dude. For them to vouch for this box and then it to be something completely different,
Yeah,
yeesh, that's pretty
yeah,
bad.
yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how you spend $3.5 million on Pokemon cards to begin with, right? Like, let's just start there. You know what I mean? Like, I understand how there's like a couple cards, like the base set Charizard is like $55,000, right? But most of these cards aren't that expensive, so I don't know how the fuck it added up into 3.5 million. Like, even my most expensive card is $100, right? Yeah, like it doesn't make a whole lot of sense on how I don't know how the value, like even with the little bit I've been getting into it at least recently, I don't know how many cards that would have to be to reach that much. So
Whoa, is that Tim?
Tim's
No,
here fucking shit up.
Hey,
I do.
hey, man.
Listen,
He's like, that's what I do. And we
Oh.
love
can't
you
help it.
for it, buddy. Uh
Tim, how is the game?
Good.
Yeah, I
forgot-
heard it was good.
A lot of fun, man.
We forgot to mention that Tim was not here on time, and we weren't sure if he was going to be here because he was at the Wilds game. Wild,
Yeah.
not Wilds.
The Wilds.
But it
Minnesota Wilds.
sounded like it was a wild game.
Yeah, dude. So they scored 2 goals in 4 seconds at one point.
Oh
What
my
the
god.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, they got one and then they got another one right off the face-off. And the dude who scored, I think he scored 2 goals tonight. Mats Zuccarello.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say this or not. Never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's just say there are some prominent NHL players who I have serviced their home multiple times.
Sure.
Oh, yeah,
If you know what he
Okay.
means.
One of them may have scored multiple goals tonight. I don't know.
yeah.
Awesome
Pretty
goals
cool.
done quick.
As everybody, just so everybody remembers, Tim is not an escort. He is a pest control manager. Just to
Or
throw
am
there.
I?
Oh shit. We were just talking about how Logan Paul spent $3.5
His
million
dumbass?
on yeah. I mean, yeah. Look, I hate the Paul brothers, but you know Jake Paul made $40 million boxing this year. Like,
You mean paying Woodley to let him?
yeah,
let him knock him out?
I don't
Glove
care.
turn?
And 40 million is 40 million, bro. I can't even be mad about it. Like, that's a fuck ton of money to box, whether it's rigged or not. Like,
Yeah. I'm
Like-
not saying they don't make good financial decisions. They make a lot of money. That doesn't mean I have to like them.
no, I don't like them either. $3.5 million on Pokemon cards. Like, I like Pokemon cards. That's
I'm
too much
sorry.
money.
What did you just say?
Yeah,
$3.5
$3.5 million
million
on Pokemon cards that turned
On
out.
a-
Hey, here,
on a box of
That's
first
more than
edition
most people make in a
unopened
fucking
Pokemon
lifetime.
cards.
yeah,
Were they
but-
actually Pokemon cards?
No, they were
They're
GI Joe
not.
cards.
Get fucked!
Oh.
No, they weren't. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
That's literally what we were just talking about when you popped in. Yeah.
Shane says,
This-
y'all, that wasn't rigged and it burns my soul to admit it. Going back to the fight.
Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I still don't like the Paul brothers.
Whether it was rigged or not, like I said, it all comes down to money, and they make it in fistfuls, whatever,
Handfuls.
handfuls.
It's fine.
Here's a couple of ones.
Handfuls of money.
Hey, don't give me your ones from your stripper job, sir.
It's an escort, not a stripper, okay?
All right. Well, is that what that guy paid you? Just a couple
Neither
ones.
confirm nor deny any of this.
Anyway, now that we're in the block of our show that's people making bad decisions, we can talk about Battlefield's bad decisions releasing a game that was all fucked up to the point that someone made their own video game to just dunk on them called Clownfield 2042.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about what? So you know how there are a lot of websites where you can go and you can like subscribe for cheats and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a very prominent one. Like Justin, you look. So like
You subscribe to
you pay a
cheats.
subscription to the website and they provide you with cheats, right? Like
Okay.
active codes for cheats in games, like Apex Legends, Call of Duty. That's how a lot of those people who use hacks in the games are actually getting them.
Very
getting the
modern.
scripts. Battlefield's so broken that there's a prominent site that was just like, you know what, we're not gonna do it. Because it's so broken that it was breaking the cheats because the game is so poorly optimized that the cheats were no longer working properly. And
Wow.
so it's not that they did such a great job with the anti-cheat that people no, the game just is that broken that nothing works, right? Including things that are supposed to break it.
Wow, dude. That's a new level.
Yeah.
When the cheat sites remove your game.
Yeah.
That's
Cody,
tragic.
Yeah,
you look
I
like this is
can't-
hurting your soul.
I mean, it is a little bit. I forgot that I think I'm the one who linked this game, aren't I? In the chat. Yeah,
Maybe.
because
What,
this
Clownfield?
this parody game actually looks really fucking good. Like, I didn't buy
For
it,
what
but
it
I
is,
watched
yeah.
I watched the trailer video for exactly for what it is. It actually looks like fun,
Mhm.
unlike Battlefield, like this will never, it just blows my mind that you ditch the campaign to slim it down to multiplayer, and you
Fuck
fucked
it
it up
up.
this bad. Like I just don't get how, because Battlefield used to be like easy, like, hey, okay, Battlefield's coming out, easy buy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it wasn't a big deal. There might like Battlefield 4 had its issues in the beginning or whatever, but it was still fun to play. The 2042 is so fucking broken. You might as well like it's basically an alpha, it feels like. You know what I mean? Fuck, when I played the beta that they put on the PS5, I almost had a goddamn seizure. Because every time I got shot, the fucking screen went
Oh
with
no.
like a bright white light, and I was like, "What the hell is happening?" Like, it's awful.
That's
So
brutal. And I mean, if you want
So
those big ass tornadoes, you can just play Fortnite now.
it's true.
there were similar issues with, not similar, not nearly to this scale. Okay,
Yeah,
so let me just start with that. But Battlefield 1 was broken. Battlefield 5 was broken. But they were never this broken.
yeah,
Battlefield 4, like Cody was saying, was kind of broken when it came out. But
yeah,
like this is a whole other level of, yeah, the game's not ready, but just launch it anyway. It's fine.
yeah, yeah. I remember distinctly in Battlefield 4. I think people would fall through the map a lot,
Oof.
and
Yeah.
like that was frustrating. But like, it didn't happen enough to like a single person. I feel like to like ruin the overall experience. It'd just be like one of those things like fuck me, kill me. Like you're just trying to figure out a way to kill yourself so you can fucking respawn or whatever. Other than that, like, I mean, I'm sure there was other issues. That's just the main one I remember. But other than that, like Battlefield 4 was a ton of fun. And that's what I miss. I miss Battlefield 4 and a ton of fun. But I now go to Insurgency to play push.
That's
We were
right.
just talking about that.
I'm reinstalling that
So,
right now.
yeah.
I think I have. So I remember distinctly Insurgency. This was right after it released. I feel like the second one, Insurgency 2,
Hmm.
Sandstorm. Um, when it first launched, I think I was still rocking my R9 285.
Oh man.
That was a bad time. I tried to play with you guys. It was before
I
I ever
remember that.
upgraded my back graphic card. That was a bad time for me.
Hold on. Hold on. Speaking,
Holding.
Shane's in the chat. Speaking of shooters doing things right, how do you guys feel about Operation Harsh Doorstop? Do
It
you think
looks good.
so I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what this is, but I'm hold on. There's a little bit more. Do you think we'll see more games following their formula of crowdsourcing to release free, coupled with the modding tools to carry it after release? Do you think this title will be a huge flop? I don't
Has
know
it
anything about this.
released yet? So I found it through my discovery queue.
Okay,
Um,
it's on Steam then.
yeah, it's on Steam. I don't think it's released yet because I feel like I wish listed it. Yeah, no, it's not released yet. But it kind of gives me Arma vibes in a lot of ways. It's not
Oh,
Arma, but it's supposed to be more of a realistic simulation shooter.
okay.
I'm very optimistic about the format. I think it looks like it will be fun, but here's my thing. Shane, I want what you said to be a thing. I want that model to kind of a community driven indie game to thrive, and take off and be supported with mods long term. Especially one that, like I said, if you watch the trailer, Cody, it will definitely give you Arma vibes.
I'm watching the
I have
little
no
clips
question.
they have on the page right now.
Yeah, so, but with it being a crowdsourced community driven game, how long are they able to continue to develop it? How long does that community stay interested and intrigued? And how I just I want it to work, but I have questions about its long-term viability because it doesn't have any sort of big corporate backing. So it could be great, it could be awesome. If it takes off, it could go a long way. Um, or it could wind up being like another Squad, which Squad is very successful with the people who really like Squad, but I feel like, do people still play Squad? You know what I mean?
Um, Justin, you got any thoughts?
I haven't seen anything about this. It sounds interesting. The idea of it being, kind of like uh kickstarted almost,
Yeah,
but
I
then
think it's
releasing for
mostly
free.
Patreon.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Doesn't
oh,
seem like you'd be able to continue to support it without people continuing to give you money. I mean, I
so
assume it's a multiplayer thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I'm watching the video right now. I don't get Arma vibes. I get. I mean, isn't this just insurgency with extra steps at this point? Like, this is. Well, I just because insurgency started as a mod kind of thing, and then it evolved into a full game kind of kind of deal. This looks just like insurgency, but it's free, and it seems to have a couple cooler environments overall.
So I think I could be wrong on this, but I think the maps are supposed to be bigger, more open, and I think it's supposed to be more of a squad's more of like a
Yeah, I got
because like you said,
squad, so
it was I mean not squad. I mean I'm trying to talk
insurgency.
about insurgency. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
insurgency, like you said, it was a Counter Strike mod.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's always kind of been that team based, not necessarily big team, but
Right.
it's essentially
I mean,
2 EM, right? But
yeah,
like I
yeah.
feel like what Harsh Doorstop is going for is more of a Arma or squad vibe in that it's more of a true milsim and you're supposed to more role play it than you anything else.
Okay.
Um I could be wrong on that, but that was the vibe I got from it.
Well, if it's more like that, then I guess I would probably compare. I would personally compare it, looking at this to like a modern Red Orchestra is probably what I would look at it more as. If you're talking about bigger maps and
I can see
insurgency,
that.
right? But trying to be mostly realistic, you know what I mean? That's that's just my personal take. I because this is the first I've seen it. I will say overall, I think this is a cool idea, but like Tim said, some money has to come from somewhere, right? Because there's going to be bugs, especially on the like full release and stuff like that. And if you want to rely on people to, uh, basically random people to fix it, like that's cool. I- It'll just take a long time, right? Because people will have to do it in the free time, right? So like if the game has issues with like my graphics card, right? Well, it's not like there's a whole lot of fucking people out there with a 3090, you know? So it's not that issue might not get fixed for a long time. Like there's I don't know. It'd be hard for this model I think to it's not impossible, but for it to like flourish type deal. Normally money has to come in somewhere, even if it's just to fix the minor stuff across the board, just so the game works for people. Now, overall, just looking at it, it's really cool. Releasing with full mod tools and stuff like that, so people can go ahead and create their own stuff right out the gate. I wish AAA companies would do that. Like Halo with no Forge, it was a huge deal, right? You know what I mean? So Battlefield 2042 tried to have that, right? With their whole what's it called? I don't remember.
I forget the name.
Yeah, but they got their
Yeah.
tools, right? You know what I mean? They came out that didn't save the game though, you know what I mean? But they tried to come out with a whole like script and everything, that script editor and stuff that you could play with. So I think having mod tools on release is a really, really good idea. I just have money's there's got to be some money somewhere. It's really cool that they're making that though. I don't know if they're going to allow people to continue to support on Patreon after they release. Like I said, because I don't know anything about this, but it looks cool. Looks really cool. I like their little Afghanistan map with the red flowers and stuff. Having been to Afghanistan, looks nice. So
So back to Battlefield for a split second.
yeah,
As of right now on Steam, and I don't
hmm
know if this is like I don't know what the overall trend has been,
yeah.
but it is down over the last 30 days over a quarter of its player base. Um like yeah, negative 25.96% in terms of its growth rate. And its current concurrent players right now is less than Battlefield 5.
Oh,
Ouch.
that's not fun.
Yeah, when you're not
Yep.
getting more players than the predecessor, that's a bad sign.
Yeah, that's bad.
Especially
Okay.
it launched what just over a month ago, month and
Yeah,
a half ago roughly.
yeah. November. Yeah,
Yeah, that's rough.
yeah. You know what else is rough? Troy Baker backing NFTs. Why?
Uh,
Why? Troy!
Here's what I don't get about this whole thing is like, okay, so on the one hand, I will say if you put yourself in Troy's shoes and there's an ability for him to make a lot of money off of this,
Mhm,
I understand that. That's
mhm.
cool. I think that supporting artists is like the one useful thing I can see about NFTs. But I see so many problems with this technology that he's pushing.
right.
Just go ahead and explain it.
Yeah, to explain the technology. So Troy Baker came out and said that he's got some kind of deal with I believe it's VoiceVerse NFT is the company,
Mhm.
and they're basically creating these AI voices that people will be able to purchase via NFT. They'll be able to own these voices and use them to produce content. So you'd think that like voiceover artists would not be interested in participating in this because it will eliminate the human part of this industry.
Yeah. It
I don't.
also will make them a lot of money because if Troy gets a cut of everyone who buys that package,
It
it
could
might make
mean
more
long
money.
term less work or money, right? If
Less work,
there's
more
Potentially,
money.
yeah.
yeah. At this point, I just believe that there's something about NFTs I don't understand that I need to find out, right? Outside of just the memes of, right click save JPEG. You know what I mean? Because this isn't like it's not I think we all know Troy as not a dumb guy. He seems like a very very nice guy from everything I've ever seen anyways. I don't know. Um so I don't know. The thing that pissed me off about the whole thing for him is I don't know if you guys saw his Twitter post.
Yeah.
Um he said you can hate or create. And it's like
Kind of antagonistic.
that you know
It,
what? You can go fuck yourself, sir.
That was
yeah.
the general response, yeah.
like like
One of the top replies was just create this.
yeah, that's the number one reply. It has like fucking 30,000 like or hearts or whatever the fuck it is on Twitter, like a bunch of retweets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That's just very tone deaf. Like you're gonna fucking make out like a bandit. Of course you're for this, but like I don't feel like NFTs will ever benefit smaller creators, and that's kind of the problem. Um, because they don't have enough of a support base to do something like that. Where like, let's say they buy a package of lines from Troy, you know what I mean, and they now own them, kind of thing. Well, fuck, what does that do? Like, no small creator is ever gonna have a following like that to be able to make money.
But you can buy that voice and then you can make YouTube videos using his voice just like anyone else who's purchased the Troy Baker package.
I
And then you'll
mean,
make it
Every
big.
video game will have Troy Baker's voice.
yeah, I don't.
Every one.
I mean, that's a great idea until somebody makes a video of him like threatening to kill the president or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, there's some like
yeah,
murky territory there.
yeah. I mean,
Dystopia.
yeah, it's just weird. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at this point with NFTs. It's like, you know what, maybe a little bit of this time in isolation, I'll spend a couple hours reading about NFTs and just see why it keeps popping up. It's not going away.
Yeah,
It's only getting more fervent
it's
in
very
the
much like the
gaming
Wild West
industry.
right now. Like, what is
Yeah,
it? I don't know.
yeah,
People are excited about it. People are spending
yep,
money on it. People are making money. What is going on?
yeah.
No one knows, but it's provocative.
I still believe that you're gonna continue to see NFTs in industries that like get cards, like football cards, hockey cards, that kind of stuff. Like it just that makes sense to me.
Stop
Uh,
giving EA ideas. Stop it.
Once again, I don't like
Stop it.
it or whatever, but I mean like outside of like video games. I'm just talking about like I could see companies that have produced cardboard plastic or
Yeah.
not cardboard plastic, but cardboard cards
Like
switch
Tom's.
to NFTs and stuff like that and just sell them digitally, right? That's actually already happening. They just haven't, it hasn't been like a full because I know guys that buy those sports cards because they're really cheap right now. You can like I know a guy who bought like a Tom Brady card for like $20. how much that car's gonna be worth in, maybe like 10 years kind of thing. So I can see it in those kind of industries. I just don't understand how it could ever successfully work in the video game industry or the voice acting industry, because that's not just video games. There's anime and a bunch of other stuff that falls into kind of thing. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's just weird.
my biggest confusion is like, why you got to sell it as an NFT? Why can't you just sell it as whatever it is?
I mean, is it any different than a cameo at that point? You know what I mean? Like,
It sounds like the only difference is these like, these AI voices. You can just make
Mhm.
them say whatever you want to varying results.
right.
Here's where it. So there was a mod. I don't know if we ever talked about this. I think it came out last year. That somebody made for The Witcher 3, and there was a lot of confusion because people thought that it was like fully voice acted by the guy who did Geralt
Oh
with
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
new lines.
Yeah.
But like somebody had gone in and done AI to recreate his voice.
Oh,
Mhm.
So it's almost like somebody saw that and was like, "Well, he should get he should get money for that." And they were like, "How do we do that?"
Yeah.
NFTs. Because that's
Yeah.
the answer to everything now. Oh,
Yeah.
back to Troy for a second. Have you guys seen what he's kind of said
No.
afterwards on Twitter? Okay.
yeah.
No.
He said, I always want to be a part of the conversation, even if sometimes it finds me in the midst of a loud one. Appreciate y'all sharing your thoughts and giving me a lot to think about. I'm just a storyteller out here trying to tell my story to whomever will hear it and hoping I can help others do the same. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm grateful there are those who are passionate about their stance and not only feel safe to express that, but also have the means to do so. The hate create part might have been a bit antagonistic. He literally said that himself.
Yeah.
Just a
He,
little
he
bit.
I've
said,
seen that.
"Hope you'll forgive me for that. Bad attempt to bring levity. Anyway, feel free to resume the conversation or not as you please." Yeah.
So it's a
So
Yeah.
it's a it's a pseudo apology, right? It's just like, I kind of still stand by what I
like,
said, but maybe I should have put that
Maybe
at
I
the
should have
end.
phrased it differently.
yeah, he was like, "Listen, I still think this is a good idea. I was trying to be funny, but maybe I fucked up."
Whoopsie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at least he said something, you
Yes.
know. So, ay, ay,
Yeah, could be
ay.
a great career choice, could be a bad career choice. Only time will tell.
I feel like if you're Troy Baker, it's a great career choice. I feel like if you're a burgeoning voice actor that is not making anything right now, you'll make less. So like,
Yeah, there've been reports of people getting like just no-name VAs just starting out, getting paid to do gigs, and then signing these documents, and suddenly these people are creating AIs of their voices.
it's fucked up.
Yeah. But
Super
it's
fucked up.
probably a good business investment. Take-Two buying Zynga.
What is
Making me
Zynga?
money. You
Dude,
know what Zynga
Zynga,
is?
they're like the people who make all the Facebook games and shit, right?
Yeah, they make
All those
they make
social media games.
yeah,
They
they
do
make
Farmville?
those.
I
I want to
don't
say
play
they
those
have
games.
I want to say they have a Star Wars Switch game coming out.
Hmm.
All I know is if they're the people who make all the Facebook and social media games, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never played a
Star Wars
Farmville.
Hunters.
Oh, for real?
That's
Star Wars
2022. I
Hunters.
knew I
Star
wasn't
Wars
crazy.
Hunters. Star Wars
Star
Hunters.
Wars
That's
Hunters
like the pseudo
arriving on
MOBA
yeah,
looking one, free
yep,
to play
landing on
Switch.
Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android. So this is the only reason I know about this at all is because I was looking at this company, Zynga, however the fuck you say it. I bought some stock in it because it was coming out with this specific game, and now Take Two bought
Star
it,
Wars.
and the
Ooh.
stock's gone up by like $2 from what I bought it from. So I'm happy, right? But no, wasn't there speculation that they did this to GTA Mobile?
Yeah, that's the idea,
Yeah.
is that, these people are doing stuff in the mobile space, and
Yep.
GTA is looking at Fortnite and how Fortnite's everywhere, especially on mobile platforms. PUBG's on mobile.
Yeah.
There's no GTA on
So
mobile.
GTA Online Mobile is what you're saying. Got it.
No GTA 6. No. More GTA 5 on your
That's all
phone.
you get. No more GTAs, no more Elder Scrolls. This is it.
Meanwhile, the Red Dead Online community is over here like going, "What the hell, man?"
Oh yeah, I saw some headlines about that. There's just been a drought
Yeah.
of content over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see the memes coming up where it's gonna be it puts this lotion on the skin, but it's gonna be about GTA Mobile. It's already coming or whatever because people are gonna be really upset when that's what the announcement is and it's not GTA 6. I mean, this is what it is. So,
They're gonna pull a Blizzard. Don't you guys have phones?
oh my god. Hey, at least the phones are better these days than they were when
Shit.
Blizzard said that shit. Oh my god. I mean, hell, it's a phone processor that runs the whole quest.
Yeah,
So,
technology.
oh man. All right, I don't got a transition for this. Final Fantasy, man. Hey, it's going back on sale. Final Fantasy 14.
Oh my god, it's been like a
Rejoice.
month of
Yeah, it's
that
been a
just being unavailable to purchase.
hot minute, dude.
So
You
they
know?
spawn up more servers. Good.
Yeah, they're
They're
having more
working
data
on it,
centers.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be adding more data centers for like all of the regions over the course of the next like year or two. The first ones are coming next month, I think. So they're catching up to the insane new users that they've had.
Hey, man. Look, they're probably just happy that they're just as successful as they are, especially after having to do what is it called, Realm Reborn,
Oh yeah,
when they had to basically reset the whole fucking game, and now they're the most popular MMO
yeah,
out there.
dude,
So
it's insane.
yeah,
They just make good decisions all the time now.
it's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Good to hear.
Good for them. Now, if they could make the decision to only charge you for the time that you play the game instead of like pay for a month and whether you play or not you get charged, then I'm in. Until
should just
then,
they should get rid of the monthly charge. That's been obsolete for
how are they going to
a
make money?
decade. They have too many players for the servers. What do you
Or are they gonna
mean?
make money? Didn't they just have to stop selling Steam keys?
What?
Was that a thing that we're just
Uh,
talking about ending?
yeah,
Isn't that
like
is that
I
sounds like
don't know.
they're getting the money.
I don't know.
Oh man.
Let's see. I don't know how to feel about this. PlayStation is getting rid of PS Now cards. Started in UK and now they started pulling them in the US because they're gonna revamp their service and call it Spartacus.
Yeah, we're starting to get sort of hints and details about their new service. This
Their
reminds
Game
me of
Pass
like
competitor.
Xbox Live where they started pulling the Xbox Live cards.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we'll get
I'm actually
details soon.
I'm actually super excited. Not because I mean, I don't know that much about what Spartacus is gonna be. First of all, I think it's hilarious that they named it after a gladiator. Cause like this hyperbolic like competition between companies is usually a good thing for consumers, right? So the fact that Sony's like over here like, what do we name this?
Something aggressive, something
I'm
they would
Something
kill
aggressive as
Xbox.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting because the fuck. Anyways, I'm waiting. Because it's either gonna go one or two ways with this meme. Either it's gonna have really, really good content, it's gonna be really, really good value, and it's gonna be for the Sony fanboys. Are you not entertained? Or it's gonna go the exact opposite. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be the Xbox fanboys. They're gonna be making memes. It's gonna be the exact same thing. It's gonna have no content, and they're gonna be like, "Are you not entertained?" And they're gonna be making fun of the Sony fanboys. Like it's just,
Or it's just gonna be good for everyone.
I, you know what? That's not how console wars work, sir.
That's how
It's just-
competition
you
works.
know
You
what?
can't bring rationale into this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could give a fuck less about the console warriors and their bullshit.
No, I
What
don't.
I'm happy about is like I just bought my first Sony published game for quite some time because I don't have a fucking PlayStation. Anyway, so I'm excited to play
Did you
that
pick up
later.
God of War?
I just picked up God of War.
Which just came out on Steam. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited to play that finally. I've been waiting so long. But it reminds me a lot of what's happened in the PC hardware space, right? With AMD and Intel and AMD and Nvidia, where every time one starts nipping on the other's heels, all of a sudden here comes all these cool features, and
Right.
all of a sudden this processor that maybe the last generation cost $700 now costs $500. Like that's a good thing, and I feel like if we start to see that with Microsoft and Sony in that space, that's going to be nothing but a good thing for people who don't just pick a console and go, mine's better for the rest of their life.
Correct.
Yeah, absolutely, man. If we actually see Sony finally step up to the plate, I will be very happy.
Honestly, the only thing they really got to alter to their current PS Now is just let you fucking download the games.
And put all the PS Now games on PC.
I mean, that's true. Like, I don't disagree with that, but I think you've seen Sony that concentrated effort is coming. It's gonna take a few years, right, before it like really starts rolling. But I mean, at least it's there now. Also, I think the success that God of War right now is getting, I've heard nothing but good things of God of War on PC.
Heard it was a very good port.
Yeah, I've heard phenomenal things. Everybody's like, "Holy shit, 60 FPS!" You know what I mean? Like, everybody's super excited. I haven't, once I have a little bit more money, I'll probably end up picking it up too. Not that I'll have the time to play it, but that's okay. That's what being an adult gamer is all about. Uh,
Yeah.
I probably won't have much time to play it, but I'm still gonna try.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's no, go ahead.
It was interesting reading about I think this is the creative director on God of War, Corey.
Oh yeah.
I keep saying
yeah.
Corey Balrog, but it's Barlog.
No, that's Balrog. You got it.
He was interviewed and he was talking about how the reason God of War is on PC is because Sony was hearing from a lot of the developer studios like, hey, we would love to get our games on PC. We would love to have a wider audience playing our games. And there's enough push in that direction that Sony was like, all right, let's do it.
Make more fucking money.
Yeah, it's cool to see
was...
these games come out and just be very successful.
How was that ever like a hard sell? Is really my question. Like, why did it need?
I don't know.
Well, but I don't know. I don't think they really needed to go scrounge up any data about people that buy and build PCs don't buy consoles, because we all know that isn't fucking true. Like, I don't think you really had to. You don't got to really dig deep on that one. So I don't know. That just seems like a another one of those things that Sony and just like Nintendo, they take a little while to adapt sometimes. I don't know.
Maybe that's it. Sony thought they were Nintendo and they're just not.
It's true, because Nintendo can continue to do crazy, wacky things and outsell everybody for no explainable reason.
Yep.
The Switch was the best-selling console in December. Just throwing that out there.
You
Switch
can find
has been
those.
the best-selling console every month since it
came out.
existed.
Right.
Like,
but that's kind of the point, is that like it was bad hardware when it came out. It's now 5-year-old hardware. Even the updated console, it's not great. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what the PS5 does or what the Xbox does. It just fucking strips it and it strips everybody's sales. It's fucking wild. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I can't wait for my Super Switch. I mean, Steam Deck to come out.
Oh my god.
Speaking of that, there was an update to that.
Oh.
Now that they're back from the holidays or whatever, they've started to send out updates for people's pre-orders and stuff like that. So, apparently, if you check the Steam the store page for your Steam Deck, it'll tell you when yours is supposed to arrive.
Ooh.
Mine says Q2 2022.
Oh, it has said that for a while. Like that.
Right.
That's not new.
Right. So I don't know if that's actually accurate. That's just what it says in the old email that they sent. So
it should be accurate, because the when they delayed it, mine went from Q1 to Q2.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll go back to Q1. We don't know. So
keep an eye on it.
Yeah. Don't get my hopes up.
Um, general Xbox news. I just kind of wanted to hit tonight because hey, look, we're almost finishing right on time.
Yeah.
This is kind of the big one. Soccer 2 was delayed till holidays,
Hmm.
so that's the big hit.
Got to pull all those NFT things out of it, right?
Yeah, I mean they got to do something. That's for sure.
Where am I
Um,
gonna get my you know Russian post-apocalyptic fix
do you
now?
do you
I
really
gotta
want
replay Metro and Chernobylite again.
do you really want a fix for that?
I
Because
mean, I have Tarkov.
it's called Into the Radius.
I don't have a proper VR headset. Otherwise, I
I
would.
Oh
I've seen
man.
that.
it's
It's like
coming.
Chernobylite VR. It looks so
Ooh.
good.
Yeah, it's one of the better VR games. So anyways, Into the Radius if you want to that fix. Yeah, so that got delayed. The Hitman trilogy is coming to Game Pass,
Yo.
all three of them. So that's cool. And then it's official as of December 2021, all Xbox One consoles have stopped production. So it's officially dead. No moment of silence for that though, because nobody seemed to like that console.
Not a lot of
Although
love there.
Yeah.
the One X got some good pub when it finally came out because it could do 4K,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was like true 4K, and it was 4K 60, and
Yeah.
it's pretty damn good.
I still have mine. It was a good console.
I've got my. I will say I have my Xbox One sitting right here, and it has been, other than when I use it as a capture card, collecting dust essentially for a
Yeah.
very long time.
Yeah.
I've played my Series S so much more than I ever did my Xbox One, which is weird
Yeah.
because like the Series S isn't that much better, but like it's better enough. It's my Game Pass box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, other than
That's
that,
cool, man. Yeah, I definitely want to give the Hitman trilogy a go. I haven't played any of them, and I really like the old Hitman games, so I think I'll have a lot of fun with that.
well, then you
Spelunky
have.
2's on it now too.
Oh God, I meant to mention I tried that earlier.
Oh
So
man,
fun.
it's hard.
Cody
It
raged
was
out. Cody's
no,
like,
I
this
didn't even
game.
I didn't even rage out. I played the tutorial and I played around with it in like 20 minutes and I was like, nah, and I just uninstalled it. I was like, this ain't for me. I try I just
I
there's
feel like you
no
don't play a lot of side-scrolling
I
platformers.
do not. So
Yeah.
that's like
It's better with friends.
I'm sure it is. Dead Cells I think is the last side-scrolling platformer that really drew me in. Because Dead Cells is a fantastic game. Um, so like I always like to give them a shot because you're already kind of starting off on the wrong foot being that type of game with me personally. Because I don't play a lot of them. But I've heard a lot of things about good things about Splunky in general. So I was like, all right, it's on Game Pass. Fuck it,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? And I downloaded it because I was like, it can't be more than like 600 fucking megabytes. You know what I mean? And it's really not. But yeah, I tried it out. I played as the dog for a little while, and yeah, I don't know. Just wasn't. I mean, I'm sure there's some draw to it, but I don't know like it's so. For me, I probably needed a little bit more handholdiness just outside the tutorial to like keep me engaged.
Mhm.
Because then once it like kind of let me go, I was like, so what am I doing? I'm just
Spelunking.
I'm just jumping around and like getting hit by bats. Like what's happening? You know what I mean? Like what's the objective? Like I don't I don't know what I'm supposed to be
That should be
doing.
the tagline for the game. What am I doing? I'm just jumping around getting hit by bats. Spelunky 2.
Sold.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, I found so I was playing as a dog or like a koala, I don't know. It was
Some
some weird
animal.
animal. And I then found a dog and
A
I
dog or
threw
a koala? I'm not
I,
really.
I don't know. Anyways, and I like threw a skull at it, and it like got the little like cuckoo birds going around its head, and I like picked it up. I picked the dog up, and I'm like running around with it, and I just yeeted it at the wall, and it doesn't like nothing happened. It was just like I was like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Just started doing random shit, and after I died a few times, I was like, man, it's whatever. I'm sure there's other people who really enjoy this, but not me. So
Mm.
I don't know. It's a good time. Look, Tim, nothing beats divorce dolls. Okay.
The
That was
name
such a
the
good
game should have
fucking name.
had. Yeah.
I forgot I said that.
God.
Oh, you know what we forgot to talk about?
What?
How we are supposed to riot. Nobody remembers. We
Why
just
am I
talked about it in
rioting?
the chat
I've
yesterday.
completely forgotten. I remember
Well,
seeing you post
why-
that we're
We
supposed
just, we
to
just,
riot.
we just.
Was I
we
supposed
just
to write
talked
about something?
We are supposed to write about something.
Did I agree to this?
Oh, you didn't even explain what the game was. Or no, that's
No,
something
what?
else.
That is something else.
Do you want to explain what you're talking about?
Valheim, boys.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's old news now.
Wait, what?
This
What?
just happened the other
Valheim didn't
day.
win anything Game of the Year. That was all announced last week.
See, for Steam?
Yeah.
Oh.
We just didn't talk about
yeah. It
Oh.
yeah. I was very disappointed that it didn't win any Game of the Year things.
it. Yeah.
It didn't even get
was
better with
nominated
Friends.
for like 3 of them? 2 or 3
It was
of
nominated
them.
for a bunch of stuff
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and didn't win anything.
It was like a lot of I think a lot of people.
Valheim does deserve better shit.
I kind of think Valheim suffered from being put in too many categories. There were enough people that were like, I really like it for this. But if it would have been, those votes had gone into one singular category, I think it might have won.
Yeah, I would love to see the breakdown of votes for each game that was like put in multiple categories like that. Because I think you're right. I feel like a lot of people would have voted one way or the other for Valheim, and maybe it just scattered across all the categories.
Yeah.
It's our game of the year, though. Is Cody frozen?
I don't know. Did Cody die?
I think he's definitely frozen.
I was tapped
That's how
out.
upset he is about.
Oh god, yeah, his
Valheim.
camera is his. I got the white dots of death going back and forth on his camera right now, so he's disconnected.
Yep.
Well, that's good.
I've been playing a lot of Valheim lately too, man. It's always fun to just jump back in every now and then.
I have not played a lot of anything lately, but speaking of jump back in, I jumped back into Cyberpunk the other day because I've heard a lot of good things about the state of it right now.
Mhm.
And like, it's definitely less buggy. I wouldn't say that it feels significantly different. I was still enjoying it as much as I did the first time, but like I didn't really want to sink my time into it, so I was like,
Yeah, I mean, I remember playing through it and I didn't encounter too many bugs. There's a handful, but nothing game breaking. So yeah. The main thing that I would love to see is for the whole world to feel alive like they always advertised. Hey, welcome back.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. My internet just it's just dead.
Your internet was just like, I can't do this anymore.
Oh god, there
bye.
he goes again. That is so tragic. Hello?
Hello? Are you there?
Cody?
Oh god.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought I thought it kicked me out again. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know what's happening.
You gotta sacrifice a squirrel to the internet gods. And
You know
Dude,
what?
Inscription style.
Smiley's been trying to fucking chase him down lately. I'll tell you what.
yeah.
Oh.
So,
Are you back on your computer?
yeah, I'm on my
Yeah, look at
computer
him.
now.
Oh, okay.
He's a big blue Discord.
There we go.
Hey.
There
I
we
just
go.
ended the Facebook stream. We didn't have anyone
Yeah.
watching, but
Yeah.
I mean it's down. So
Internet kaboom.
yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about.
I don't know.
All right. You guys have any final thoughts before we cut out?
Book of Fett episode 3 was awesome.
There's a lot of cool shit, dude. Quick
Fuck, I didn't
spoiler
watch it.
alert. Okay. Maybe we won't do it. But dude, both of those cameos were fucking sweet.
Yeah, I
The
was
second one,
very
obviously.
satisfied.
Oh my
I was
god.
very satisfied with the third chapter.
I need you guys to
So-
like remind me to watch that show because otherwise I'm not gonna think about it at all.
Yeah.
We'll
I
just
feel like we
turn
should
chat into Boba
we
Fett
should
chat.
at the end of the season maybe we should just do a Book of Fett season 1 review.
Or we could do like a let's watch of the final episode together.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. As long as we
Find some way to do
Don't
it
get
without
don't
getting
get attacked
taken
way to-
down.
Disney.
we cut it up right and
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't even get away with having the game awards up.
Dude.
Oh my god.
And like I have seen it up in. Okay, can I before we wrap up the stream? Can I rant about this for a minute? Because I'm
You want to
actually
know
mad.
what grinds my gears?
I'm actually mad about this. So we were talking pretty much the entire time over most of the trailers and most of the songs and all this shit. We were like actually reacting, and I feel like we had some good thoughts on a lot of this shit. Then we had like Freak the Fuck Out of Space Marine 2, and that video has almost 30,000 views now. Thank you for that, YouTube. But like even though we were far from the only goddamn streamers reacting to the Game Awards, I have seen other people with the full thing cut out, no performances cut out. Like Young, was like vibing to the enemy's performance by Imagine Dragons. His stream is still up, but ours got taken down. It's blocked.
That's bullshit.
It's blocked.
'Cause
It
we're
wasn't
the
even
little guy.
claimed. Yeah, it's because nobody was gonna make any money off of it because there were like 4 views on that one because it's like 3-hour long stream, but like
Right.
it still is fucking annoying. So I don't know. Anyway, copyright is
Annoying.
irritating because we probably could, given how much of the cast, we probably could just like cut out some of the segments and put it back up. But then I don't know. We
Yeah.
probably could contest it as a fair right or fair use claim, but like that could take so long. I don't want to deal with it.
It's over. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah. I agree. Just because I mean, look, just go watch our Space Marine reaction video instead. All right.
That's the only part of the Game Awards that actually mattered.
That was
That
the
and
best part. That
any
was
clips.
the best
Like
part.
Star Wars Eclipse and Space Marine were the highlights.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, closing thoughts. You know what? Don't get COVID. Even though I told you you're probably gonna get it no matter what you do. It's not fun.
Yeah,
Not
Tim's
for-
the
not-
only one
not-
of us three who hasn't gotten hit yet.
That motherfucker had COVID earlier this week. I don't give a shit what he says.
I
Because he had the
thought-
same
I-
exact symptoms
I
that I
took-
did.
I took 2 tests this week. Negative. My daughter took a test this week. Negative. I don't know what bug we had because I missed work on Monday and I had a cough, I had a runny nose, I had a slight fever. I had those are the big symptoms for Omicron.
Right.
Mhm.
And I took 2 goddamn tests. And even though people at my work were testing positive, I'm just over here like, nah, COVID can't touch me. I don't understand it. I don't
Oh,
understand
man.
it. Part
had
of me
COVID.
kind of wishes that I had got it because then
Mhm.
I wouldn't have to go to work. But like also
You'd have to quarantine like me, man. I'll tell you what, the worst part about quarantine for me, what it's been, is when my youngest comes and starts banging on my door because she wants me to snuggle with her to go to bed.
Oh.
That's the absolute worst of being in quarantine. Or when like I go out there and I'll talk to them, I'll be at the bottom of the steps and they'll be upstairs. So I'll be talking to them. So yeah, I kind of see them and interact. Hey, Dad's not dead. Right?
Yeah.
And then Genevieve comes to the stairs and she starts like, I'm like, stay, you gotta stay up there, and she starts crawling down, so I gotta like run away.
no.
You know what I mean? And like you feel bad,
Yeah, that's tough.
And knowing how much Tim loves his children and how much they love him, that would be the worst part. So
Mhm.
it's not all great. It's not terrible, obviously, right? I get to see her on my computer all day, but it's just it's kind of the downside of the whole thing. So.
Mhm.
And also, Tim, you missed it. Star Spangled Banner bangs tasting like barf. I don't have any taste and or smell issues other than apparently with that specific flavor. So that was something I found out today. And it's been interesting.
Are you sure that it's from COVID? Could that just be a
No,
you
no,
just got a bad batch right there. It just
no. I had Emily smell it to see if it smelled funky to her. Right?
Wait,
Because
so hold on. Your COVID ass.
yes.
Put your mouth on a can, and then we're
Yes.
like, wife, does this smell weird? And had her come over and smell the can.
I did, but see,
Congratulations, you gave her COVID.
here's the thing, Tim. Here's the thing. We had sex on Monday. So if she was gonna get COVID.
Oh, hi Twitch. How are you? Are we still live?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Grand. This is definitely. I am definitely. That is not. I'm not saying that's the cold open, but I'm not saying it either.
Or it was Tuesday. It was one of those days. So we've had sex since I've had COVID. So she was gonna get it. I mean, you know, and shit you can do about it. Justin's like, why the fuck do I do this with these two? Oh man. Anyways,
So my closing
Alright.
thought is less exciting. I've been watching games done quick like all week, and God, I've been so invested in like every run that I've just like caught. Like I just have my TV on running it as long as I'm
Right.
upstairs, and then I'll be like, "Ooh, what's this run about? Ooh, I like these commentators. I don't know what this game is, but this is cool." Highly recommend anybody who likes video games to check out Awesome Games Done Quick. It's a speedrunning thing going on right now. You can donate to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. All donations through Games Done Quick goes directly to that. Super cool. They've raised $1.5 million so far. I believe tomorrow is the final day for runs. There's a lot of good stuff coming up tomorrow, including a blindfolded any percent run of Sekiro, which is befuddling to me, so I'm excited to see how that goes. But I was watching a speedrun race of some old Yu-Gi-Oh game. Tim, you'll kill me because I don't know which one it is, but you would know, I'm sure. There's like 3D animations for the cards when they attacked and stuff, and it was like all set in Egypt. I'm not sure what the deal was. But Cody, I thought of you in virtual reality because holy shit, how cool would it be for a virtual reality Yu-Gi-Oh where you have like the dual disc thing and you actually have to like play your cards and it's all there in front of you?
Bruh.
Yu-Gi-Oh
Yes.
VR would
Give
be
me all of
great.
it. Give me Yu-Gi-Oh! Or any trading card game you can give me in VR. Because when I
Yes.
slap that bitch down and I see this big ass monster come out of it, let's do it. I'm all about
Yes.
it.
That
What
sounds
if I
You
so good.
say old ass. What platform
Like
did it look like it was
PlayStation
on?
1 maybe? PS1, PS2.
You know, there was a Yu-Gi-Oh
I can
game that
check the
was on the
schedule and
PS
show you.
that was on the PS2 that was fucking bomb as hell. Because outside of it being a card game, it was like kind of like a little dungeon crawler too, type deal. Dude, it was sweet. I remember that. I don't remember what the fuck it was called though. I just remember it was a Yu-Gi-Oh game.
I only played the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. I never actually played any of the video games.
I played a lot of
Oh,
Eternal Duelist Soul, and I played a lot
you guys
of.
want to hear?
Forbidden
Sorry.
Memories, that's the name.
Do you guys know how metal Yu-Gi-Oh actually is in the manga? I just found this out yesterday.
Yeah, Andrew was just telling me about how brutal it is.
Bruh, it's not even about what the show and like what they turned it into. Nah, it's like, hey man, who can stab a knife through $1 without stabbing themselves in the hand? Like, what? Or hey, let's pour alcohol while having a lighter sit on top like a activated lighter or whatever on top of our hand. And let's see who doesn't set ourselves on fire. What? Like it's metal as shit, and
Dude.
Yugi is over here like fucking die. Like he's just like trying to kill everybody in these games. It's like what the fuck is
there's no
happening?
Shadow Realm in the manga.
No,
People just fucking
no.
die.
Yeah, it's super crazy, but I'm all about it. I kind of want to read it after I learned that because I was just like, what?
Okay,
Like,
no heart of the cards bullshit, just straight
no,
up
no.
murder.
Yeah, there's no love or none of that shit. Yugi is just a fucking badass.
I'm gonna try to post
He's
a
like,
link
I
to
will
Games
beat
Done
you in
Quick
any
in
game
here.
ever.
See if the
That's
bot
really what it
kills
ends
me.
up being. So
There's a link in the chat for Games Done Quick if you want to check out the schedule. Enjoy that.
also, I'd like to applaud Justin for the fantastic name of the stream tonight.
Oh,
also that.
not for my Clask medal.
I mean, we hit that, but the Take Two gets a new dog is just fucking.
Oh
like
yeah,
that's such a good fucking name for a stream and or a podcast title. Really
yeah, I
good.
like that. I like that.
Anyways, boys, got anything else?
That's it, man.
Yeah, that's all I got. So, about to try and shoot some bitches in some insurgency.
All right. Thanks everyone for coming to OLIP. As always, we've been OLIP, and we're very OLIP to see you.
Olip!
We'll see you next week.
OLIP.
Bye.